You have audio? All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go. All right. Excuse us. Excuse us. All right, we're ready. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Where's the phone?
We don't know. That's why we don't. We just.
Sit.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, scoot in. Give me love here. Get as much of that as we can.
All right, Joe. Tell us when we're ready, Joe.
Pretty sure we're already live.
Hey, is our QC live? This is how fun live is. Hey, are we live yet?
We're live.
Cool, 5.
You said it 5. It's dead.
Dominant camera heard the whole time.
Cool.
When are we live?
We're good?
You sure? I believe we are live.
We are live. Hey, San Angelo, it's Janessa Nunez here with San Angelo live at the Angry Cactus Bar and Grill for the Battle at the Bar Challenge. Now, Tim and his chief mixologist here have come up with a crazy idea. Now, Tim, go ahead and tell them about your crazy idea.
So we're doing a mystery basket competition amongst some of the downtown bartenders, and Mark picked out a really cool basket, and we got all kinds of ingredients, and we thought, let's throw a little after-hours party, and that's what we chose to do, right, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of bond our downtown environment a little bit closer, the cohesiveness between all the businesses, the friendships we all have. It's just a great opportunity to kind of express our vision of what we're able to do and what we're able to create, and just the creativity level that produces all these awesome drinks around downtown, and really just give an opportunity for each establishment to really show their what they're made of. Be kind of cool.
So this is something really exciting, something that's never really happened, and I'm excited to kind of see the different skills and the different surprises that are kind of going to come our way, and so I think we're ready to introduce the contestants. So the contestants are going to go hide back there, and let's get them out here. So the cool thing about this is we want to make this happen more and more, and we want to have this be something that maybe we do once or twice every couple months. And so this is just the first round of contestants, but so the cool thing is, the first thing is from 01 Ale House, it's going to be Hannah Barfield. Now I got to get my notes out here, make sure I get it in order. All right, so from Jail Bar Ranch in 1933, we have Joey Marquez. Joey. From Twisted Root Burger Company, we have Stephanie Garcia. And from Fat Boss's Pub, we have Marcus Constancio. All right. Janessa, come on, we're going to talk about come on over here. So what we've got is a mystery basket. Mark, can you go grab our first mystery basket for us? And Janessa, so what we're all going for here is, this is the golden bar set. And so we've got a golden shaker, we've got some mixing tools and everything. The winner will get that at the end of the evening. I just want to go over a quick few rules, and then we will unveil the original mystery basket. So the first rule is, every single bartender needs to use either the liquor or the mystery ingredient in the cocktail, and you guys will need to have 3 cocktails for the judges. Jason will not be judging, he's going to be our liquor expert tonight. There will be 3 rounds, and at the end of every round, 1 person will be eliminated. You must use, like I said before, the secret ingredient, the liquor, and the additional ingredient that's in each mystery basket. The judges will be basing their judgment on taste, presentation, and of course the incorporation of the ingredients. The first round will be 15 minutes, and then the other 2 rounds will be 2 minutes. Or I'm sorry, we were just joking. 10 minutes, all right? 10 minutes on that. All right, you ready to present the first basket? All right, get your stations ready because this is the unveiling of the first basket. In this first cocktail, you must use these ingredients. We have blackberries, nice fresh blackberries. Go ahead and give each side, you guys, those blackberries. And then we've got this beautiful bourbon. It is the Bullet Bourbon. You must use this, and I will put this right here in the middle of the bar as well. If you can just go ahead and open that for them. All right. We have our timer over there. Again, keep in mind that this round is 15 minutes, and you have to produce 3 cocktails for our judges. Are you ready, guys? Go. All right. Here they go. Go ahead and get them for a little bit. This is where we need everybody to woo. All right. Take it up, Steph. All right. So what are you guys, anything going through your head at the beginning, guys? Nothing? Just thinking. All right. We're going to go introduce our judges next. We've got a panel of really distinguished judges tonight. Let's go take a look. All right. So we've got our judging table here. This is where you either make it or break it, all right? So I'm going to start over here, and we've got Jason. Jason is a sales rep, and he knows pretty much everything there is to know about liquor and about these cocktails. So Jason, introduce yourself.
Jason Vasquez from Southern Glaciers, and just filling in as a resident liquor expert. And yeah, really excited about this.
All right, and then we've got my personal favorite mixologist in town. He's not competing tonight, but he is judging. Our head mixologist at the Angry Cactus, Mark Santiago.
What's up, everybody? Hey, it's going to be awesome competition this evening. Really interested in seeing where they go with the ingredients that we presented them. We provided them with this amazing pantry. I mean, if you could walk into a bar like that every day, it would be heaven. So, I mean, I'm really jealous that they're going to really express themselves right now, but I'm also excited to see what they come up with.
And I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, but people are kind of scrambling around that bar. I don't know if you could take a look over there, but it is amazing. We've got everybody scrambling back there, kind of trying to get their thought on what's going on. All right, so we've got our second judge here. This is another one of my favorites here in town, Jeremy. He is one of our best bartenders in here at the Angry Cactus. Jeremy?
How's it going?
Always got something short and easy to say. All right, and then we've got Zoe. She's one of the writers at San Angelo Live. She loves to drink and drink special cocktails, right? You know, so you like to get out in town. Tell us about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a professional by any means, but I'm definitely ready to taste some drinks over here and see what I like.
All right. Now, one of the coolest parts of what we did is Mark and I, we went over and talked about our pantry. So you want to give us a tour of what you did over there in the pantry? You guys got to check out what Mark put together in the pantry because it's phenomenal. So we went and searched near and high and far and long and everything. Go ahead, Mark. Take that over. Tell me what you got.
Okay, so when we're doing this, it's a craft cocktail competition. So essentially, you don't want anything to already have flavor. You want them to incorporate and develop their own flavors in each individual cocktail. By doing that, you have to start with everything from scratch. So there's a plethora of fresh ingredients. You've got fresh herbs, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, so much stuff. We took the time to go ahead and prep it for them since they are in such a short time frame to work. So a lot of it, the prep work was done for them, but incorporating all these ingredients is going to be the unique part of really developing flavors, using combinations of things that meld well together, and really accentuating the basket ingredients. You definitely, we're hoping that this is the dominant flavor, but we want everybody to be a little different. We also did simple syrups, which are back here, which you can kind of infuse the flavor of a lot of these herbs into a syrup that kind of shortens the time frame. You can get the flavor in there without having to muddle and break things down and really incorporate it on their own. The flavor is just injected into the cocktail. So that's really cool. Other than that, I mean, we just made sure that they had plenty of bitters, a lot of other things that are really important in the creation of a cocktail. So we've got everything for them. I hope they're happy with everything. We took a lot of time in preparation, from everything from glassware to cutting the fruit to making simple syrups to give them every option possible. So I really hope that they are happy with what we provided for them, and I really think they're going to have a really fun time creating some new things.
I think so too, and thank you so much for all of your knowledge on the pantry ingredients. We're going to cut over here to the audience and see who's here supporting who tonight. So this lovely lady right here, who are you here supporting tonight?
I am here supporting Joey. He is one of my bartenders at 1933, so I'm really hoping he pulls through and does a really good job tonight.
So are you the bar manager at 1933?
Yes, ma'am, I am the bar manager.
Good to know, good to know.
So I am here supporting him, rooting for him, and hoping he does at least gets past the first round.
All right, let's hear it for Joey.
Yeah.
10 minutes. All right. Is anybody else over? All right, he's going to take over. All right, tell me your name.
My name's Bobo.
Bobo.
All right, now Hannah's the best ever was. Now, when she wakes up, she pisses excellence. Okay? So
We're live.
And I'm just over here chilling. I don't know what to do with my hands. So, yeah.
So where do you work, Bobo?
Zero.
I thought you owned Bobo's Kitchen. I wasn't sure.
You must be crazy. Okay. All right. I don't know how long.
Are you a
but-
bartender, Bobo?
No, I'm not. I'm a server, actually.
You're a server, okay.
That's right, all right. I've been serving the 01 House for almost a year now, and I'm great. Now, Hannah is my definitely favorite person ever.
Has Hannah made you some mean drinks behind that bar?
Now, Hannah can take care of what she's doing, all right? We'll just take care of that.
You got it.
All right, y'all have a
Well,
good
thank
night.
you so much, Bobo. All right, we're going to cut right over here. Pretty lady, can I get you? Hi, what is your name?
Alexis.
Alexis.
Yes,
And where do you work at?
At Chili's.
At
I'm a
Chili's.
bartender
I
there.
thought you looked familiar. I eat a lot. Who are you here supporting?
I'm supporting Joey tonight.
Nice, nice. All right, well, Joey's got a lot of support tonight, and that's super exciting. Are you guys? No? Okay. My buddy right here. Why?
Because I don't know
I'm
these
just
guys.
kidding. I'm totally kidding. Anyways, he doesn't want to do this today, so we're going
Now
to
we're
move
ready
on.
to go
We are
talk
ready
over
to go
this.
talk to some of the judges and see what's going on over there. Here's Tim.
So, one of the first ingredients in this basket was the bullet bourbon. So, tell us a little bit, Jason, about the bullet bourbon and exactly what it has in mind.
Well, what we really went with the bullet, wow, is
Crazy crowd out there.
hell
right?
yeah, that's why we got him. What we went for with the bullet was that signature spiciness, right? That characteristic spiciness is really what the bartenders, I think, are going to have to overcome or really work with. Because with a taste like bullet, you're really going to have to kind of go one way or the other. There's really no other way to go about it. So
And what did you think about the blackberries as the combination to that?
I really loved it. It was an inspired choice because it seems really easy, but then when you get into it, you're playing against a really stout, kind of prominent flavor.
And Mark, you were the mastermind behind the bourbon and the blackberry. Tell us about why you chose that, what you think, why it goes well together, and what do you think you might make?
Okay. So the bourbon really melds well with sweeter fruit. So you had to be really careful though, because certain things just don't meld well with whiskey or bourbon. So with the selection of the blackberry, it's going to be something that seems easy to put together, but the challenge therein lies is making a better drink than the guy next to you or girl next to you. So really, yes, the ingredients are simpler, but the task now is to outperform the person next to you. Me personally, I'd probably try to incorporate a little citrus in there, brighten it up, do maybe like a play on like a Lynchburg lemonade, but do something really outside the box and bigger than just a basic recipe. But I really hope this fires up the competitiveness between all four of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great combination. I like, a good bourbon with some dark berries. Jeremy, as a bartender, what would you make if you were going to have to use these ingredients?
Well, I don't want to sound like a broken record or anything, but these guys kind of worded it perfectly. The bourbon is a very powerful flavor, so you would have to incorporate other things like citrus and anything like that, but I would probably do some sort of like mule, julep, something like Lynchburg, all kind of combination.
Nice. And I think, kind of one of the cool things about this is when you're doing whiskey and you have a fruit, it adds an extra sweetness. Sorry. What do you have you ever had a drink like this before?
I really don't think so. You know, all of them have got me really excited with their ideas, but I'm really excited to see what they can incorporate, and we definitely have.
We are at the 6-minute mark. We will let them know when they're at the 5-minute mark. Hey, Mark, let's go check out and see what they're doing over there and holler at us when it's the 5 minutes, all right? So now we got to go find out what's going on at the bar. Do they have it going on? Do they not have it going on? Let's go check this out. And you're above, yeah. All right, Mark, so come on back here. So, Stephanie, what are you thinking about doing? What is your thought process on these cocktails?
Kind of doing a twist on the old-fashioned a little bit. So yeah, that's what my thoughts are right now. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it.
Kind of winging it. I think, that's kind of part of the thing. Go ahead, Mark.
I honestly really thought about doing an old-fashioned and substituting the blackberry for the cherry, but honestly, it's not that outside of the box, but still would be a really good flavor combination.
So we have 5 minutes left. We're going to go down here and talk to Joey. Joey, what are you planning on doing with this?
Little something fruity, little something summery. It's going to be sweet, and it's going to have a lot of kick to it, too.
And did you have a game plan or anything coming into this competition?
I had a small game plan, and then as soon as I saw the mystery basket, that all went to shit.
Well, that's always the fun with mystery baskets. In culinary school, this is one of the tests that they put you through at the end of culinary school to see if you can think on the fly. And we thought, what a perfect way to, test some bartenders, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And this creative process is just the same. You're just cooking with liquid. We're like liquid chemists. It's crazy.
Hannah, what are you planning on making tonight?
Well, since I'm representing 01 Ale House, I'm really hoping to incorporate beer in all of my cocktails tonight. So, I'm not going to tell you what's in it yet.
All right,
I'll wait till the judges.
I like that.
Well, that's kind of cool. Everybody does their little different thing, and we forgot a guy down here. Are you already done?
I am. I hope.
What did you make for us tonight?
I made a blackberry basil mule.
Nice.
Yeah.
Blackberry basil mule. That actually sounds delicious.
I'm so ready.
All right, so let's go check out over here real quick, guys. And hey, Mark. So, all right, so let's just talk about real quick. We've got a couple minutes left here. And so Marcus is making the mule. What did he do with it? A little blackberry mule?
Yeah, I went with blackberry. Definitely you can incorporate flavors into the mules. I really like the fact that he maybe went with basil as opposed to mint. It's going to change the flavor profile. Really taking something that you're familiar with and changing it up, but still keeping uniform to the tradition of the drink. I think that's definitely important.
And then Stephanie is over here. She's got a short glass. She looks like she muddled some blackberries and kind of did that treatment.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm an old-fashioned guy. That's what we do here at the Angry Cactus. So I'm gonna be really interested to see what she did with her version of an old-fashioned.
And an old-fashioned with blackberry seems like a perfect idea. And then of course you got Joey down here. He's using a martini glass for his.
Yeah, I think every cocktail is going to be different. I think he wanted to go very summery, very light. I think that's something that you definitely want to represent in a more delicate fashion, so this glass selection was great.
All right, I just got word we have 2 minutes left. And then, of course, we have Hannah down here, and she's using some beer in hers, as you can tell. So she's obviously brought the biggest fan base.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like how she's staying true to her guns. She loves, she works at 01. She knows a lot about beers. I think it's awesome that she's incorporating it. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be great.
This is going to be something real cool, Jill. If you can get a look at there, almost ready. If you want to go down, look at that one. So we've got Hannah's drink already ready to go. She's got all that kind of thing going on. She's got everything she wants in there, and it's tasted, and it's exactly what she thinks she can compete with. We've got Joey over here. Looks like we got some cucumber in there as well. 3 cocktails. Then everyone has their whole thing. So you got the old fashioned as well. You might want to. All right. And then you've got Marcus over here, and he's got a mint julep glass, and so, what do you got? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, perfect. So obviously that was more than enough time. That was more than enough time to get their perfect cocktails. And so we're going to invite our first one over. Who is going first on the judging table? All right. So we're going to start with Hannah. And Hannah, come bring your cocktail over and let's see what we got. All right. Well, everybody give Hannah a round of applause. All right. And, yep, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we have Hannah here. Oh, she's going to go get one more thing. And we're going to find out what she exactly made. All right. There we go. All right. This is Hannah, and she works at 01. She is the master mixologist at 01 Ale House. Hannah, tell us what you prepared.
So, using our mystery ingredient, I muddled some of the blackberries. I put a little bit of lemon and rosemary simple syrup in it, and then I added the Bishop crackberry beer because I'm representing 01 Ale House, and so I want to incorporate beer into my cocktail. And then I just shook it up really good, and then poured it out on some rocks, and I hope you guys love it. Oh, and the bold bourbon.
Okay, just making sure.
Obviously, there is bourbon in there. I hope you guys like it.
All right.
Cheers, Hannah.
Well, thank you. And we'll see what we got. What do you think, Jason? Is that an interesting way to kind of incorporate beer into this?
Absolutely. I love the idea. I love the presentation. It looks amazing.
All right. Mark, what do you think of that? What do you get?
It looks gorgeous. It's light. It's easy to drink. I could probably chug this, and then I'd be in trouble here in a little bit. Yeah. Drinking Boilermakers all night, right?
And Jeremy, what are your thoughts? How's the smoothness? What do you get when you taste everything?
Really balanced. It's smooth, it's sweet, it's tart, it's sour. It's got everything. It's really good.
Nice. And how do you think the blackberries were incorporated into that?
Oh, you can taste it immediately. Oh yeah, very tasty.
All right. And what do you think, Zoe? What are you getting when you try this?
Just deliciousness. All I gotta say is, boys, look out, cause this is a good one. This is a good one.
All right, so we are ready now. How do you think you did, Hannah? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to what everybody else made, so I'm just hoping that mine stands out from the rest.
All right, super. Everybody give it up for Hannah right here. Hannah. All right, so next we have Joey. Joey, come on up and bring the judges. So Joey did something in a martini glass, which is really kind of cool. And look at this. He can bring all 3 of them out at once. That's got to be some good points for bringing 3 martini glasses out at once with not a spill. All right, Joey, tell us a little bit about what you made for the judges.
So I wanted to make something pretty fresh, something summery, just end out the summer in a great bang. I used the blackberries with the bullet, muddled in with cucumbers, some of that lavender sweet and sour, or the simple syrup, and then dashed it off with some Sprite. That way it gets a little carbonation on top.
Nice, and he served it in a martini glass. So go ahead, guys. Go ahead and take a sip. How did you like the mystery basket? It
was actually really well put together. The berries with the whiskey made a wonderful flavor. I wanted to express this like more notes of the berry flavor, so I went in with that simple syrup, muddled in the cucumber with it, made it a fantastic taste. It was only pretty much easy from there on out.
All right, so I guess we got to figure out what the judges think about this. This might be a very hard decision to find out who's the best. Mark, what did you think?
Out of bounds. You can taste every component he put in there individually. That is what makes a cocktail great. I get compliments like that when people can just can taste every little component that went into a cocktail. I think that's what you're looking for. You don't want to overshadow anything. You don't want to drown out the flavor. You don't want to go too heavy one way or the other. This is just complete balance, and execution was phenomenal.
What about that flag, too?
Oh, yeah, the presentation's gorgeous. I mean, everything about the drink is great. I really enjoy it. I'm about to finish it right now.
And Jason, I mean, you'd think Bullet's got a nice flavor profile, but you'd think cucumber and maybe not necessarily the first choice, right?
I wouldn't have thought of cucumber. That's what's so impressive about it. It's such a delicate flavor up against something as kind of foreboding as Bullet. So that's an inspired choice.
Cool. And Jeremy, what are your thoughts on this whole cocktail?
This is amazing. You can, like you said, you can taste every single component. It's smooth, it's sweet, drinkability is easy. This is.
And Zoe, what are your thoughts?
Well, you answered back, that's for sure. It's delicious. I was not expecting bourbon to taste so freaking awesome. Refreshing. It was great. I love it.
All right, we've got 2 more contestants. Everybody give it up for Joey on this one. All right, next is Stephanie from Twisted Root. We're having a lot of really cool cocktails that these guys are going to really have a hard time judging who really has done such a great job. All right, so this is Stephanie. Stephanie, tell us about what you made.
I kind of did a sangria old fashioned. I used the blackberry with the blueberry, strawberry, some rosemary, simple syrup.
And so this is kind of in the style of an old fashioned, but twisted in your way, right?
Yes.
All right. And what did you think? How hard was this basket? Was this kind of a hard one to do, or did you have something in the bag ready?
Not that it was hard, but it's just, you don't really know what to do off the top of your head. So it's, different. But.
Awesome. So this looks really good. Mark, what do you think about this cocktail?
She definitely created a completely different flavor profile than the first 2. This one is a little more elegant. It's savory. It's smooth. It's more something that I would enjoy with like a nice steak, like with dinner. This isn't like a cocktail that I would really drink by the pool, but this is something I would order with my meal every time.
And Jason, an old fashioned is always a good choice with a good bourbon like that. How is this so much different from just a traditional old fashioned?
Well, it's definitely in the vein of, and it's a good starting spot to utilize the blackberries instead of like your traditional fruit and stuff. I love it. It looks like it's got great color. You can see the bits in there. It looks fantastic.
And Jeremy, what are your thoughts?
I like the way that she tamed down the blackberry with strawberry. It kind of brings a sweetness to the tartness.
Yeah, and that's always a kind of a trick that chefs use too. You use 2 different ingredients to kind of get a flavor profile that might not be just a singular profile. So that's awesome. What do you think?
Just absolutely delicious. Just another good one.
All right, always few and short words from San Angelo Live, right? All right, everybody, give it up for Stephanie. And finally, we have the fat boss himself, Marcus. Come on over here, Marcus. So he did something in a mint julep glass. So this has got a little twist. Marcus, what did you make for the judges tonight?
I actually made a blackberry basil mule.
Blackberry basil mule. Awesome. And then we've got the perfect glasses for that. So that's like a great and then how
trickery,
And what did you think of how hard was this basket for you?
It's like when you start muddling, it's like a really powerful and colorful drink. So it's just a little different.
All right. And Mark, what are your thoughts on this cocktail?
This is very true to the flavor profile you would expect from a mule, but the basil makes it so different. It's like taking something that I love and being like, oh, it had a twin brother the whole time. I really enjoy that, showing me a different side of it. The garnish is great. The glassware selection was awesome. And you can really tell he got down on that muddling. So I'm really impressed. It's really good.
And Jeremy, what are your thoughts really quickly before we announce the winner?
Really good. I like it. Nice and easy and very tart.
And another delicious one?
It really was. I really do like mules, and this take on the mule was absolutely delicious.
All right, let's give it up for all the contestants. All right, go ahead and give him the tally. You got it? All right, go ahead and pass it your scores to Jason, and he will bring it up, and we're going to go find out who the winner is. Janessa, where you at, Janessa? All right. All right, so this is the exciting point. We're going to announce the winner here in just a second. He's tallying that up. Where is my co-host? Janessa, where are you at, Janessa? All right, and we've got our contestants over here. They're waiting. We're going to be bringing up the tally here. Janessa, what did you think of that first round? How do you think the competitors held to the heat of the Angry Cactus Bar?
I'm absolutely impressed at the timing of everybody. I mean, we gave them 15 minutes and they were done with 2 minutes to spare. And you know what? The judges did great. Zoe was amazing. Zoe has a great concept of everything because she is a consumer.
There you
she
go.
is not a judge. She's not an expert. So she can tell you how she really feels about the drinks and how a consumer would feel.
And
So,
I was really impressed by they were done in like 3 minutes before, you know, they were even supposed to be done. So this next round is going to get harder, though. We're going down to 10 minutes.
I'm ready for it. We got round 2. Ding, ding, ding.
All right. Jason, do we have the results? We are waiting for the results. All right. All right. All right. I know. Should we let Janessa know? All right. I want to tell you guys who has the highest score. And you are safe from elimination from this first round. And with a score of 14 points, it's Joey. Right here. With the second highest score, with 12 points, we have Hannah. All right, Marcus and Stephanie, come on up. Come over here, come over here. You guys, come over here. All right, so we have our 2 bottom guys. But I must, we must say that this was awesome. We're gonna be doing this very, very often. And you guys both did a great job. And this is kind of one of those cutthroat moments where you got to let one go, but it's just part of the thing. So the person who is not eliminated is going to be with 11 points. And it's only 1 point between the two, by the way. 1 point. With 11 points instead of 10, Marcus stays and Stephanie goes. Thank you, Stephanie. Here, come over here. Stephanie. So how stressful was it really? Like, was that pretty crazy or what?
Yeah, it was really, really stressful. You don't know what to do or, I mean, a million things are going through your head, so.
And keep in mind, she works at Twisted Root. She's one of the best bartenders in town, and they do beer, and they also mix up mad cocktails, right? You make a great margarita. I was there the other day. Fantastic.
Yes.
Drinks on draft. Tell us about that really quick.
Oh, yeah. We have our Twisted Mule. We have our Twisted Margarita. It's all from draft. You pre-make it and ready to go.
It might be the only place in town that has that level of sophistication, so that's awesome. Well, thank you so much. It was such a cool having you.
It was so fun. Thank you so much.
And we will be right back with round number 2 in just a few seconds here. So stay tuned, guys, once we get Joe Hyde over there to the control board. All right? We think we're still...
She can use mine.
have audio? QC says no audio. We're good. All right. Guess what, everybody? Janessa, are you excited? It's ready for round 2?
Round 2, you guys. Are you guys ready for this?
All right. I need a mystery basket for round 2. Anybody got a mystery basket for me? Let's go check it out and see what we got. We got a couple people just getting a few drinks over here. We are open for service industry only tonight, but if you guys don't mind, we're going to introduce the next mystery basket. Mark, do we have a mystery basket? All right, we are waiting for a mystery basket, but check it out. So the first round was amazing, Janessa. Tell me about what you think went on. How did it go?
I think the first round was great. I'm super sad to see Stephanie go. However, she did an amazing job. She showed up and she gave it her all. And now we're going to go on to round 2 and see who's going to get eliminated next.
All right, so we've got Hannah left, we've got Marcus left, and we've got Joey left. And Stephanie went out on the first round. And so if you notice Mark's running around, he's going to go get me my mystery basket. Okay, guys, are you ready for round number 2? All right. All right, so I'm told to speak up. All right, so here is the round number 2's mystery basket. Bartenders, are you ready? All right. We need everybody behind the bar ready to go. All right, and we have our latest addition to our camera crew is, if you can't tell, is all the way up there. Look at that, hard work from San Angelo live. Josie's, how's our sound? Good. All right, Mark, bring us out the mystery basket. All right. So this next mystery basket is a tough one, and Mark, you're dropping a few of them, but that's okay. Tell us what we have here.
Well, we went a little bit harder on this second round. So we are doing Seersucker Gin, which is a very citric influenced gin, not very botanical, does have a lot of bite. You can definitely feel all the citric acid coming through. And then we chose lemongrass, which naturally would be a great ingredient to kind of accentuate that citric flavor. The hard part is I don't know if they know how to use this particular basket item. The second is how to infuse this into the flavor so it comes through and we can detect it. So I'm really excited to see how they manipulate this. This is a great combination, but this is definitely a step higher up on the difficulty level than the first one.
Okay, guys, so do you guys understand the mystery ingredient? We have seasucker gin and lemongrass. Now, remember, as chefs, a lot of us, we know how to use, but you want to kind of bruise that lemongrass to get the most flavor out. So have fun with this basket. Are you ready with the time? All right, and they're off. All right, so here you are, guys. Let's go ahead and open that up real quick, or it's already open?
2 or 3 for each of you in here.
All right, so we've got the seasucker gin, and we have the lemongrass. Have you ever heard of lemongrass, Janessa?
I used to eat it as a child.
Somehow I don't believe that, but that's okay. So this is for me as a chef, that would probably be one of the hardest ingredients that I would be able to use, because you've got to kind of bruise that a little bit. You've got to kind of do all that to get that flavor out. But are you a big gin fan, Janessa?
Ginessa?
Is that why she got her name, Janessa?
No. I've never had gin before. I drink Red Bull.
All right. Well, take us over. We're going to go talk to the judges a little bit here. Judges, are you guys ready for us? We're going to talk to you guys a little bit here. So this gin is going to be a tough ingredient. Jason can tell us more about the gin.
And the lemongrass. I need to hear more about this lemongrass.
Well, I am definitely not the authority on lemongrass. I would be stumped right now. That you can blame on Mark, guys. But as far as the Seersucker gin, it is a San Antonio made gin. So we actually had the rep down here a couple of weeks ago for our gin dinner, and he wanted to be a part of this when we told him, so we got him involved in terms of bringing in their product. As far as what to expect is this is going to be what's known as a southern style gin, as opposed to like a London dry. So you're going to have a lot more citrusy flavors to kind of play with. So there's a lot of possibilities back there. I'm really excited to try these out.
Sweet. Good to hear from the liquor expert over here. We have the chief mixologist from the Angry Cactus, Mark Santiago, what would you do with the gin and the lemongrass?
So ideally, when I was deciding on the ingredient for this, I wanted to accentuate the citrusness of the gin. The thing is how they treat it. You have to bruise it, you have to kind of manipulate it and open up the flavors. A lot of times when we use fresh mint, we smack it to activate the aromatics. It's kind of the same thing you have to do with the lemongrass in order to get that, because a lot of what you taste is what you smell. So the more they manipulate it like that and incorporate it, the more flavor that's going to shine through. But there's so many things you can do. You can add lavender simple syrup to kind of mellow it out. You can go with lime juice and create almost like a gimlet. I mean, there's so many ways to manipulate this. I'm really excited to see if they go sweet or if they go tart and kind of sour, because either way would really work. I think this is awesome.
Does it taste anything like Topo Chico?
It does not taste like Topo Chico, but it is pretty damn refreshing. I'll say that.
Sweet. Now, let's hear it from the other awesome bartender here at the Angry Cactus.
I'm not gonna lie. Today was the first time I ever smelled lemongrass. So, but as soon as I smelled it, I could think of a million things I could do with it. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen.
Excited to taste what's going to happen?
Oh, I'm gonna drink the whole thing.
I'm telling you, when I was a kid, there was some stuff in the ground. It tasted like lemons, and it was grass. Isn't that the same thing? Zoe, what do you know about gin? Tell us.
Very little about gin, but I'm excited to see what they can do mixing the lemongrass with it. I'm expecting to see something that's really refreshing, and I'm excited to see what that tastes like. And see the 3 different types of drinks, I guess, from the different people. I was really.
So you're going to sit here and tell me you never ate lemongrass?
I haven't, actually. I don't know. Can you find that in Texas?
I think it might be just a California thing.
Okay, so you're wrong. I don't know.
So how much time do we have left? What is our time looking at? Oh.
These guys have gone as far as to like the one thing that I might have forgotten behind that, but they were asking me for more ingredients. Like the creativity level back there is awesome. I just ran to the back to get different produce that they wanted to incorporate with drinks. I'm just enjoying it. I mean, it was a dead sprint. I'm still sweating, but still, we got it done for them. We're giving them everything they need to do the best they can, and I'm really excited about what's about to happen.
And really, what's kind of showcased tonight is all the downtown bartenders, right? But there's so many other people that we want to get involved with this series. I mean, go into a quick little thing on what we're trying to do with this whole series of Bar Wars here at the Angry Cactus.
I think what we're really trying to do is get people to get back into the craft cocktail industry. I think a lot of people have really gotten away from paying attention to fresh ingredients, incorporating flavors, making your own flavors, and relying on a lot of other things. I want to inspire people to be creative, and I think this is the best outlet for them to showcase how good they are and what they can bring to the table. I want to bring the other people from across town that have the same passion. It's all about passion. It's all about creativity. It's all about having a pride in what you do, and I think this is just amazing to see the reaction.
Well, and you can see over there, they've got the whole crowd going and everything. Guys, 5 minutes! So we've got 5 minutes left. Jason, I don't know, I know you talked a little briefly about this Sea Sucker gin, but you know, gin is not something you see in West Texas utilized very often. It's not really a go-to drink for people in West Texas, but what are they missing out on when it comes to that?
That's actually a really good point. I'm glad you brought it up. That's actually what we thought about when we decided on Seersucker, or gin in particular. Marcus actually pulled me aside and said he hated me right before the round started. And it's because it's one of the oldest spirits out there, but people have it's fallen out of, I guess, public opinion. And so what we really wanted to do with this round in particular was to make sure that they didn't come in with something already ready in their pocket. We wanted to make sure that we were going to throw them off, and I think we did that.
All right, Mark, let's go over there and let's go check out what they're doing. You know, gin and lemongrass is probably going to be one of the harder baskets that we have, but who knows what the next one is? We never know. Mark, let's go check this out. So we've got Marcus over here. Marcus, what are you doing?
I am muddling lemongrass, strawberries, and the rose water simple syrup. Trying to make kind of like a gin lemon drop, but with a twist.
Cool, so he's muddling, and that'll add so much flavor with that strawberry and everything like that. I mean, talk about muddling. I mean, how aggressive can you get your cocktail's flavor with just using a muddler?
I think you break down the ingredients. You release all the aromatics. A lot of what you taste is what you smell. People always go crazy when they see fresh ingredients. So when you see the pulp and you see the fruit. I mean, it really just accentuates the cocktail, makes it special, unique, and one of a kind to each individual person.
All right, and we've got Joey over here. He led the first round. Joey, what are you making?
It's going to be my twist on an old fashioned with these drinks over here. I'm going to make a gin fashion. I got strawberries. I got some oranges. A lot of citrus flavors going to pop out in this drink.
A gin fashion. I think that is something pretty cool right there. And especially with lemongrass, it's going to be a totally different flavor profile. And Hannah's over here. She's working with beer again at 01 Ale House. They are known for their beer. And so when I was talking with Hannah, she said that was going to be a huge influence. Mark, do you ever use beer in your cocktails?
I have on a couple occasions. I'm not the beer enthusiast as Hannah is. That's definitely not my foray, but I definitely appreciate what she did in the last round. It worked out spectacularly, and I'm excited to try it again.
Hannah, can you tell us what you're doing really quickly?
Using beer, once again, I'm going to feature the Carbach Blonde Ale in this cocktail, okay?
All right, so this is going to be really fun here. They're getting crazy over here if you can't hear. Well, we're going to go over here and kind of recap what we got. So as you can see, the crowd is going crazy over here. So Mark, so you got Marcus over here, and he's doing the kind of well, he's got 2 drinks going. Look at that, or did he screw? What's going on over there? See, so he called an audible over there, and he's got martini glasses, and what is he making?
I think his is going to be a little on the sweeter side. I'm excited to see what it is. I think each contestant did something different with it. The flavor profile is going to be very unique, very separate. There's not going to be like a suit that they're following. I think everybody's brain went totally different directions, and this should be one of the most exciting rounds so far.
And what's crazy is Joey's got an old-fashioned going with gin. He's calling it a gin fashion, and he's got that lemongrass, and he's got all those other citrus ingredients. That's a really interesting play and a good, interesting call on that one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to kind of take what you already know and incorporate that into creating a new cocktail. Basically, you want to use your techniques that are refined and used at all your other cocktails that you're really familiar with, and incorporate that by just switching up the ingredients, creating a new flavor profile, doing something that nobody's ever seen. So this is awesome.
And then, of course, Hannah, she's going to use beer. And that's always kind of a really cool avenue because, you know, they make their own beer up there. And what a great way to kind of incorporate that, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely putting her stamp on the cocktails. I think hers is going to have a little carbonation. It's going to be totally different. And it might be close to like a French 75 that we had for dinner like, well, 2 weeks ago?
I know. Mark did this French 75. I don't know if you've ever had it before, but if so, when he's working, come get it. It's one of my favorite cocktails of all time. All right, guys, how much time do we have left on this round? 15 seconds. Give us a 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. Round number 2 is complete. Now we got to go figure out what happened, how they made their drinks, and how they incorporated lemongrass into a cocktail with gin. This is going to be really, really interesting, all right? So let's go ahead. Hannah, you are up first. Let's bring them over. All right. All right. So this round was a little bit more challenging, I would say. Hannah, how was this round versus last round? What were the challenges this round, or was it a little easier now that you got round number 2 under your belt?
It was just as difficult. I mean, with lemongrass, you really have to muddle the crap out of it in order to get any type of flavor out of it. So I'm just sitting there just trying to go at it. And then I wanted to really figure out what flavors I'm going to use to help enhance the gin and the lemongrass.
So tell us what you did on this cocktail.
So I featured the Carbach Blonde Ale in this particular cocktail. I used the lemongrass. I muddled the crap out of it. A little bit of lavender simple syrup in it with the gin, and then I also put just a dash of hibiscus because I really wanted to add color to it, which it didn't get as pink as I wanted it to, but that's okay. Yeah. I wanted a floral aspect in it with the lemongrass.
And pulling the hibiscus out, that's kind of a cool little deal, huh? Was that the ingredient that Mark had to go run and get?
Yes, right. I needed something floral, like extra floral, and so he gave me some hibiscus.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much. Let's see what the judges have to say.
she achieved it. This is floral. This is amazing. It's like I took a bouquet and I drank it. There's a lot going on, but it rocks. I love it. The nose on it's amazing. It does have a little bit of carbonation. It's awesome. I think you knocked it out of the park. I'm glad I went and got that for you because it's great. It's dope. I appreciate it.
All right, Jeremy, what are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, the hibiscus is like you can taste it over everything, and this is just a very floral, very delicious drink.
Nice. And can you taste any gin at all, or what are your thoughts on this cocktail?
I cannot taste gin. It's amazing. Honestly, it's exotic. It's unique. I've never tasted anything like it before in my life, honestly, and it's absolutely delicious. I love it.
And that's really what you get when you get the lemongrass and the hibiscus, is really kind of a unique flavor that I don't think anywhere in town has. So that's kind of cool that you pulled that out, and awesome, Hannah. Thank you. Everybody give it up for Hannah over here. All right. So, So, one of the coolest things about being in the service industry is anytime you hear a broken glass, you know that there's a job opening available. All right, number 2 contestant, Joey, bring it over. All right, so Joey did something a little different. He's calling it a gin fashion, which is a totally different play on an old fashioned. Give us a little bit of insight, Joey, about kind of what you made and kind of what your thoughts were on this cocktail.
The citrus between the lemongrass and the gin was overpowering, so I really wanted to bring it down a couple levels. That way you get all the notes between both. Both of them clashing was just a lot going on, so I wanted to dilute it just a little bit with some bitters, keep the natural notes in, bring in some citrus to complement the flavors, and then keep it going as such.
And what were your thoughts on using gin, and how was your comfort level on having to make a cocktail with gin?
I love using gin. Gin has a lot of already really powerful notes in it. Being able to complement that with the stuff that y'all had available for us made it a lot easier, so I'm hoping this came out as sweet as I thought it was.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Joey. Mark, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
That's smooth as eggs. I like it. It's easy to drink. I'm not getting a whole lot of your lemongrass, though. I get a lot of like the palatable bitters. What you did with the gin and the orange is really, really good, but I'm just not detecting enough of the lemongrass.
And Jeremy, kind of, what are your thoughts on this? How's this gin cocktail stacking up?
I really think this is like a perfect example of like the relative of a drink. This is like the clean-cut version of an old-fashioned, and I really like it.
So a clean-cut version of the old-fashioned. That gin is definitely a different flavor profile than a bourbon would be for a normal old-fashioned. What are your thoughts, Zoe?
Well, mine's almost gone, honestly. So it's really good. It's definitely sweeter than the last one, but I didn't taste as much of this as I did in the last drink, the lemongrass. That's what it was, lemongrass. Yes.
All right, so that's a pretty tough one. The lemongrass is definitely an ingredient that'll kind of throw you for a loop. So, all right, thanks, Joey. We appreciate it, brother. All right, Mr. Marcus, you're up. So Marcus, he started off with a tall glass and was muddling, and then he switched over to a martini over here. And as you can see, he's got those crystals on top of that martini. Marcus, tell us a little bit about what you made, brother man.
So I made a rose water lemongrass gin martini called the Ginny.
The Ginny.
In my experience, like a lot of ladies do not care for gin. I love gin, so that's why. That was my inspiration.
And how difficult?
And the stir stick, sorry.
And how difficult was the lemongrass to incorporate?
It was a little difficult because I've never worked with it. I mean, I've seen it at the HEB, but that's about it.
All right. What's that? All right. And then Mark, what do you think about that?
It is light. It's semi-sweet. It's not overpowering. It's not like a foo-foo martini. It really holds true to the gin martini. He accentuated the citrus notes. Again, the lemongrass isn't as heavy as I wanted it, but it still is detectable. So.
And Jeremy, what are your thoughts?
I think this is overall very balanced martini. It's got the tart, the sweet. You can actually taste the flavor profile of the gin, and it works very well with the citrusness of the lemon, whatever.
And an evening out, is this a cocktail you would drink?
Most definitely, yes. I'm finding out I love a lot more alcohol and different mixes than I thought I did. I'm enjoying the heck out of this.
And what's really cool about this is, you don't get a lot of gin drinkers coming through the bar. You don't get a lot of bourbon drinkers, every now and then. So to be able to showcase that, that's great. All right, let's tally up those scores and give it up for the main man over here at Fat Boss right here, Marcus. All right, we're going to tally up these scores, and we're going to announce the winner. So let's go ahead and go over here. Where's my Janessa? All right. So we're going to recap here.
Recap?
So we're going to recap a little bit about what each one did. So we've got, starting off with this martini, he had a little bit of strawberry and a little bit of lemongrass in there. One of the big things that the judges were saying is they were struggling to try to taste that lemongrass. That's a tough ingredient, but it's not very common. Have you seen it? You used to eat it when you were a kid, right?
Yes, childhood lemongrass, my favorite. No, and I mean, I heard there's got to be a lot of muddling involved in order to bring out that lemongrass flavor, but he did something for the ladies, and that was something that kind of counted toward everything, I think.
And I thought it was kind of cool how Joey did kind of an old-fashioned, but called it a gin fashion, something different, something new.
Yes.
That's not really something you see anywhere in San Angelo, at least.
I love the play on words there with the gin fashion, and then the little Ginny, that was cute.
Yeah.
What was the first?
She did. She incorporated beer into her cocktail,
Yeah,
so
okay.
she shook it. Shook it and did all that kind
And
of
that was
thing.
the Carbach Blonde Ale, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that was definitely interesting. I mean, I've never had beer in a drink before, in a mixed drink, so that's definitely interesting. I know there's some that you could do like that, but I haven't.
All right. Well, we are waiting for the results here, and I believe they are walking over to me as I speak. So, Jason, do we have something going on?
We do. We have a winner.
All right. We have a winner of this round, and that we will have a final round of 10 minutes right after this. So I have a clear leader, and in this case, it is with 13 points. Hannah, you are our clear leader. And 1 point separating Hannah from the winner. We've got Hannah as the winner, and 1 point underneath her is Marcus. Sorry, Joey. It was a pleasure. So we have a final between Marcus and Hannah. We will be right back in about a minute or so to do the finale. Stay tuned. This is going to be a fantastic time. All right, and we probably are still live because you know those guys. All right.
Stick City's in the house.
Test, test.
We ran a good race today. Do you know what the movie that's from?
Test, we good? No audio? Test. Do you have audio, Joe? We don't have audio again. We do? Can you hear me? QC says no. QC's delayed. I'm trying to make sure we have audio. We're good. All right, we're live.
I'm going to open up with the first two, and then we'll go into you guys once they go back. Okay, we'll talk
where
about.
You want me at?
I'm going to just start with them two, and then once they go behind the bar and I give the thing, then me and you are going to talk for a minute.
Okay.
All right. All right. We ready? We ready? We live? We live? All right, Hannah. We're ready for you, Hannah. Marcus, I'm ready for you. All right, guys. We just need to make sure we got QC. Are we good back there, Joe? Are we good back there, Joe? All right, are we good with our QC over here? All the live fun. Are we good? Am I live? Can you hear? You don't hear sound? Hey, no sound. We don't have sound. We're missing sound. Test, 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 test. Always a live video has a bunch of fun. No sound still? Joe, we're missing sound. No sound. Our QC says we don't have sound. Well, if we have sound or if we don't have sound, we will wait. Is it plugged in? Testing, testing. Sound check connections. You good, Josie? Still no sound, Joe. All right. Is anybody else watching live on Facebook? Do we have sound? No? Nobody's watching on Facebook live in the audience? Do we hear sound? We good? Testing, testing. Josie, still no sound? It's very light sound, Joe. Very light sound. Very light sound, very low. All right, we're going to just have to talk up live. You guys hear me? Testing 1, 2. The cool thing about Facebook is you can be live at all moments, and you just have to go on your phone, right, Hannah, and figure it out, right? So talk to us about the first couple rounds. How crazy was it to kind of get those mystery ingredients, figure out exactly what you wanted to do? How was that? How nerve-wracking was that?
I just wanted to make sure I stood out from everybody else, and thankfully we've all made completely different cocktails, so that made it a little bit easier for me.
And you totally have your own style. You're taking on the 01 Ale House style, which is nothing but fresh beer, cocktail mixed all together, and you're really putting on a great job for that. So give it up for Hannah as one of the finalists. All right, and then we got Marcus over here. How has it gone? What is your nerves like right now?
Well, they're just like really shot. Like I just didn't expect like a lot of people, like as big as it is. So it's very nerve-wracking, but it's really fun. So, like me and Hannah pretty much started bartending the same time, So I was really happy to be competing against her,
All right, so we need a mystery basket for the finale. Can I get that mystery basket? This is going to be one of my favorite ones because Mark and I got to choose what mystery basket ingredients that we were going to use, and this is going to be a great one. So they're shaking hands. They're ready to go. 2 competitors here. Mark, tell us a little bit about what we have in our mystery basket here.
All right, guys, this is where we stepped up the game. I really hope you guys enjoy this. I think this is going to be really exciting to manipulate. Okay, in this round, it's a little different. There are several different components to the mystery ingredient as far as not the liquor, the other ingredient. You only have to use one version, but you have 4 versions to choose from. Right now.
Or you can use them all if you really want to get crazy.
That is true. Right now, this is Ilegal's Reposado Mezcal. You have coconut water. You have toasted coconut, fresh coconut. You could use it even fresher if you'd like and crack that. And you also have coconut milk.
And we have a hammer in the back if you want to go run. It's right next to the hibiscus.
Oh. But this should be amazing. I've already thought in my mind where I would go with this. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is going to be fun to play with. The difficulty level is definitely through the roof, but you got a really good spirit to play with, and you've definitely got a lot of options as to what direction you want to go with. The only thing I will remind you is there's honey back there.
All right. Stop it. Are you ready, Marcus?
I'm so ready. I love coconut water.
Are you ready, Hannah?
Yes.
Is our clock operator ready? All right, let's go. Let's see what we have. All right, Janessa, come tell us a little bit. So we've got some really cool ingredients here. This is coconut and mezcal. So we've got our liquor, and we've got different forms of coconut. Are you a big fan of coconut?
I'm a huge fan of coconut. Pineapple, not so much.
There must be a story involved. No. All right, so they're working out right now, and we're going to go ahead and go to the judges here in a second. We're going to figure out what each one of these judges would do. What would Mark do? And we want to also realize that this is a really high-end liquor that we have, so we're going to also talk to Jason.
A little bit more about the mezcal.
Yeah, the mezcal is a really interesting ingredient, and it's one of those things that is got a very unique flavor. Let's go check out what they're doing back here right now.
All right, are we starting the clock? They got the bottle open.
You ready? Let's start the clock. All right, let's go. All right.
All right, guys, party on! Let's go!
Woo!
Let's go!
Now, they're back here. They're back here doing all this crazy stuff, and excuse me, Jaime, but we've got. They're all competing for the golden shaker. This is got a strainer. It's got a golden spoon, and it also has a little jigger right there. You know, I'm a chef, not a bartender. Okay. What are you guys thinking back there? Is it your brain? Look at their brains are going crazy. Look at that. They don't even know what they're gonna do over there. So
Tim, they're going cocoa nuts right now.
they are going cocoa nuts, is what.
They're not mezcaling around.
They're not mezcal. Wow. Who pays you? That's good. That is good. That's San Angelo Live's finest right there. They got all the jokes, but they can't spell, right? I'm just man. All right, let's go check out the judges and let's go see what they think, what they would do.
Tim, we're going to go one more round, me and you, after this. You ready?
All right. We got this. All right, Jason. So this is a liquor that you represent and you know a ton about. Tell us a little bit about this and a little bit about what it has entail.
Well, going back to the idea that we really didn't want these guys to come in with something in their pocket ready to go, we really wanted to kind of throw them off with this last round. So increasing the amount of ingredients and then using something like a mezcal, which most people would be hard-pressed to even know what a mezcal is. I mean, we were having a discussion about it right here at the table. So I couldn't be more excited about this round.
And if you can't tell, go ahead and take a look over there. They are going crazy. There is a huge frenzy. They are going behind the bar. They're cracking coconuts. They are going, as Janessa said, cocoa nuts. And they are so we've got all different kinds of things. All right, Mark, tell us a little bit about why we chose coconut and all the different varieties, how much flavor coconut has, all the different ways to use it, and in all of its tremendous forms.
The flavor profile is what stands out. It's easily detectable and easily manipulatable. What we really wanted was to take a spirit that was unfamiliar and has kind of a different flavor profile. It's very smoky, very different than a tequila. Mezcal is going to have a lot more smokiness and richness to it. And so we want to create, like I would want them to create, like a very smooth, creamy cocktail that's almost kind of savory that you would enjoy for like a dessert or maybe just something out on the beach, but definitely something that's there's gonna be a lot of variety between the two as far as which product they get to use and what we get to taste. I don't think they're gonna come up with anything that's even remotely close to one another.
Well, and the thing is coconut's a tropical flavor. It definitely comes from the same region that the liquor is, so it should naturally be a pairing, but at the same time, you've got all the different forms of coconut to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. It depends on whether they want to use it as a garnish, if they want to incorporate it in a drink, if they want to accentuate certain flavors. I think this is just awesome. The crowd is just phenomenal right now. This is out of control.
And we're cutting to the crowd one more time. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but they're chanting their hearts out. They've got all their people who are just sitting there, raising the roof. They're doing everything they can. So we're going to be doing this often, and we want other bartenders in town to get involved. So just message me, message Jason, Mark, anyone that you know. And if you want to be a contender on the next episode, give us a shot because it's going to be amazing. Jeremy, what would you do with this mystery basket? How hard would that be to kind of incorporate coconut with a mezcal that is got a different flavor than just a generic tequila?
Mezcal is definitely another animal compared to tequila. It's much more, it's like the scotch of tequila. And so I think the coconut milk with the, that's going to make it so much more balanced than just, mixing it up with any type of simple syrup or anything like that.
Well, and the thing about it is you got that mezcal flavor, and so you don't necessarily want to cover it up with a big flavor like coconut. So the nuance is definitely key in this, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen.
All right. And Zoe, what are your thoughts on kind of what are your excitements?
Well, I'm a huge fan of coconut. I'm super excited to see what they can do with it. I like sweet drinks, but I also like refreshing and kind of light, not so sweet drinks. So I'm excited to see what they come up with. But this crowd has got me pumped, man.
There's a lot going on over here, that is for sure. Are we good on audio still? All right. So, Mark, let's go check out what they're doing over here. All right, so we've got Marcus over here, and he's mixing up a good cocktail. What are you doing, Marcus?
I'm thinking of like a bulldog, like a mezcal bulldog.
A mezcal bulldog. Mark, what would you... Mezcal. Sorry, I'm the chef, not the bartender. Mark, what do you think about that choice?
I think this is going to be very interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. I know where his thought process is going, but it's really manipulating ingredients that you don't normally use. So I'm really willing to see if he tastes it, if he tweaks it, if there's going to be a little bit of changes in the next couple of minutes. He's still got 5 minutes, so he's got plenty of time.
And the thing about this is that this ingredient level and these ingredients are very, very hard to manipulate with other ingredients. They have very, very strong flavor profiles. All right, Hannah, what are you doing with us tonight?
Well, I'm using 2 different types of the coconut options. I've got the mezcal in there, and I'm really just trying to sweeten it up a little bit.
Are you throwing beer in there this time?
Oh, yep, there's beer in there.
Okay,
I got a
cool.
porter in there this time.
There you
so.
go. That's what I expected. I would expect nothing less.
The beer in the cocktail is Hannah's go-to, and it looks like it's been paying off for the first few rounds. Let's see if it finalizes. So we've got 2 very, very different flavor profiles here. And of course, we've got amazing garnishes as well. We've got kind of a Colorado Bulldog thing, and we've got a martini down there that has all of the ingredients and has a lot to do with coconut as well. So we are going. Let's go see who what the audience thinks here. Who are you guys here supporting?
Fat Boss.
Fat Boss.
Marcus.
All right, they're here supporting Marcus. And how do you think, have you had a Colorado Bulldog with coconut before?
Never. It'd be interesting.
So this is going to be a really like an interesting flavor combination, a Colorado Bulldog with a little bit of coconut and, of course, the mezcal. So that's going to be a very, very interesting choice. Who else do we have down here? So who are you guys down here? What's the time? Anybody got the time? All right, we've got 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. Let's go over here. Is this the Hannah corner? All right, this is the Hannah corner. What are you guys thinking? What would you guys... All right, so we are live here. So what are your thoughts? I know you know Hannah really well. You're a bartender here in town. What would you do with coconut milk and with mezcal?
Oh, man.
That's a hard one, I'm telling you.
I can't give away Hannah's secrets.
Ah, can't give away Hannah's secrets. Always a tight lip up there. All right, so Where?
Got one more commentary.
All right, let's get. All right, we've got Twisted Root Corner over here.
Lori Franks. Hello.
Lori.
What am I doing?
What? I don't know. We're live. We're just going around talking. So obviously, your competitor is over here. She did a fantastic job. And how cool is it to kind of see different bartenders from different places kind of compete and do kind of different things that really San Angelo doesn't get that competitive until somebody kind of comes in there and says, let's go meet at the Angry Cactus and do a bar fight, right?
That's exactly right. We're thrilled to be
Awesome. It's really fun. It's really fun to get in and kind of do this thing, just to do it for the first time. Like, I didn't know what to expect, and I mean, it's fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
And the cool thing about this is us as a downtown community, we've got all the different bartenders here from just downtown tonight. Eventually, we'll open it up to the other side of the city, but we care about downtown a little more around here. How cool is it to kind of the next episode have different bartenders come in from downtown and kind of, showcase their stuff. And the cool thing is we've got such a bar community in downtown San Angelo, and it's growing every single day. And so tell us quickly about that.
Well, I love the fact that it's growing. I think everything that we can do downtown, and the more people that can come down here, the better it is for all of us. And we just want everybody to come down and enjoy everything that's here, because we've just a lot of things going on, and it's wonderful. Woo!
Awesome. So we've got 30 seconds left in the round. Let's go take a look over here. Looks like Hannah's got hers ready to go. She's got her cocktail over there, and then of course Marcus looks like he's got his ready as well. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we have finalized our competition. These are our two contestants, and now it happens, the final judging table. Hannah, are you ready to be judged on the finale? All right, and this is her husband over there, rocking and rolling, her number one support. All right, here we go. And the judges are ready. What are they going to do with mezcal, with coconut in varieties of forms? And here comes Hannah over here, not dropping a drop. Look at that. Now that takes skill. Not everybody can do that. All right, so we're going to start off with her and explain a little bit about what you made and about kind of what your challenges were with incorporating these ingredients.
Well, I really wanted to originally make a dessert martini, but I didn't want to do chocolate with the mezcal, because it's very smoky. So instead I used a porter, which porters have a little bit of a chocolate in them. Excuse me. And then I topped it with whipped cream and toasted coconut on top. But in the actual martini, we have the mezcal. I used a porter in it. I have coconut water, a little bit of coconut milk. I sugar rimmed it, and then I put a little bit of, I guess it's homemade whipped cream with toasted coconut on top, okay? I hope you like it.
And the coolest part about this is we go live all day long. We have a guest judge that didn't even know he was going to be a judge. I want to introduce him really quick. Little Dog from Fat Boss, from oh, hang on, time out. From Dead Horse, from Dead Horse. Oh, sorry about that, guys. This is the Little Dog from Dead Horse. Sorry about that. Welcome. He's the guest judge. Welcome to the judging.
Hi. Correction, that is the Dead Horse. The Dead Horse.
All right, he is our guest judge because our former judge did not. All right, so Mark, let's go to the taste palette here. What do you think? What is your thought process? How did the liquor get incorporated with the coconut?
Let me go back in.
And the suspense.
That is what I would want to drink if I was having a cigar and chilling. It is amazing. She let the smoke come through. She didn't mask it. She did give it some depth with a lot of like the porter that came through with a little bit of those chocolate notes. The coconut you can taste in there. It is prevalent. It gives it almost like a coconut porter aspect to it. I mean, it's out of bounds. It is freaking amazing. Thank you, Hannah. It's awesome.
All right. And Jeremy and Little Dog. And let me correct that. Dead Horse, only Dead Horse, Little Dog. What do you think about of that cocktail? What are your thoughts on that, Little Dog?
It's very good, very smooth, very well blended. I love the way it's garnished. Nice smooth taste, dark and rich, very rich, very well mixed.
And can you taste the beer in it? She incorporated beer in all three of her cocktails.
Yeah,
there's a porter in there.
you can taste it. You can taste it. It's not very overwhelming, but it's just the right amount. Very well.
And Jeremy, what are your thoughts on this cocktail?
This is delicious. I can taste the porter. I can taste the coconut. The sugar rim it adds to it. All right. Very tasty.
And really quickly, what does San Angelo Live think, Zoe?
I'm surprised how much I really enjoy this. I mean, it's the perfect blend. There's the sugar rim that like complements it perfectly. The porter's wonderful with this. I mean, great job. Absolutely great job.
All right, everybody give it up for Hannah. All right, thank you so much, Hannah. We appreciate it. All right, made a great. All right, and next we have Marcus. Marcus, what did you make for us tonight? This is the finale. So we've got this martini here, and we've got this Colorado Bulldog type cocktail here. Marcus, tell us a little bit about what you made.
So I'm going to call it the Mezcal Bulldog. It has 3 of the 4 ingredients. It has coconut milk, coconut water, the toasted coconut, has a little of the chocolate royale, and then I use the ice square, like the little, for like an old fashioned. So it's like a sipping drink, so I feel like it would be really good.
And how hard was this to, oh, go ahead.
You also have the cinnamon stick as a garnish. So.
All right, so how hard was this to kind of incorporate these ingredients with this liquor?
Well, I wanted, the mezcal, I've sampled it, and it's like really, really powerful. So it's, I think in this cocktail, it's under, like, it's a little, not overpowering, but not underpowering, if that's a word, so.
Awesome, well, thank you. Give us a shout, Mark. What are your thoughts on this cocktail?
I don't know how you did this, but I can't tell that there's mezcal in here. Like, it is delicious, it's sweet, it's dessert. I don't know, man. I drink this until I got stomach aches. Appreciate it, man. That's good.
All right, Jeremy, did you let Little Dog try too?
He hadn't tried it yet.
All right, well, Jeremy, give us your opinion on it while he tries that. What do you think?
With the ingredients of the mezcal and the coconut, I think this is amazing.
Sorry, guys, sorry. And what's the Dead Horse think?
He's going back for more.
He's going back for more. So, what do you think, John?
That's a very, very well sweet drink. You could easily do that with after any meal, and every meal. That's a good way to start the night. Good way to end the night. Garnish very well. The cinnamon add to it is a very, very nice touch to it. And like Mark hinted, you can barely taste the mezcal at all. You can't. Very well sweet drink.
Awesome. And Zoe, what are your thoughts on this cocktail?
I have to ask, did you put the honey on the rim and stuff? I mean, it is beautifully done. It's wonderful. I'm almost done with it. I almost chugged it. It's fucking good.
All right, we're going to find out who wins in just a second. Tally up your scorecards, give it to Jason, and we're going to come over here. Hannah and Marcus, come over here, follow me. We're going to find out who wins this thing. All right, so this was kind of such a cool evening that we had. Like I was telling everybody earlier, we're going to be doing more of these. And if you want to be involved, like and share our page on Facebook. Email me or text me or get a hold of Jason if you guys are in the bar business. We want to have a really cool episode next time. We're going to continue to go around from place to place and really have a great time and really have bring in some of the best people that are in our industry. What did you think, Janessa, about this whole competition this evening? What were your thoughts?
This entire competition has set the weather for the next Bar Wars. It's going to be intense. I mean, I think that we're going to have tons of people in San Angelo. We might need a whole bigger judging panel, everything. I don't know what we're going to do.
Well, and what's really cool is, especially in downtown, the bar scene is growing, the industry, the food and beverage businesses are growing, and we've got so many more people that we want to get involved in our community, in the business of serving drinks, serving food. It's an electric atmosphere in downtown San Angelo, and we're just trying to kind of feed off of that momentum and go forward, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, Marcus and Hannah, having them down to the very nitty gritty right here is going to be super interesting to see who is going to win that golden shaker. I am super excited.
All right, guys. So Marcus is going to tell you a little bit about what cocktail he made. Marcus, what did you make tonight?
So I made the Mezcal Bulldog. I used 3 of the 4 secret ingredients and the Mezcal tequila, and it's really awesome. Toasted coconut, honey, and chocolate royale liqueur.
And Hannah, give the audience a little touch of what you made tonight.
Again, with representing 01 Ale House, I have to use a beer in my cocktail tonight, so I chose a porter, and I tried to mimic a coconut porter with the coconut milk and coconut water. And then, of course, the mezcal adds a touch of smokiness to it, and I wanted to set that back with a little bit of a sugar rim, whipped cream, and toasted coconut on top.
All right, always a fancy cocktail happening from any of the people who are involved. Let me take a sneak peek right here real quick so I know what's going on. Wow, okay, I know who the winner is. But All right. So I just want to start by saying this was an awesome evening. We have a crowd of industry people who are in the bar business, in the restaurant business here tonight, watching this go down. It was a privilege to have all of you guys here, and also all of you guys involved and watching this. If you can, like and share this video on Facebook. Do everything you can. We're trying to build this thing into a huge bar wars scene, and eventually we'll have bars coming from all over the place wanting to compete, and so we're really excited. What do you think your chances are, Hannah?
I don't know. His cocktail looked really good. I wanted some.
And what are you thinking?
50-50.
All right. So with 15 points versus 13 points, we have a winner of the golden shaker. And the winner is one of these two people. You'll have to tune into San Angelo Live tomorrow and read their stuff to find out. Just joking. That's a joke, everyone. Joe, I'm joking. Again, with 13 points versus 15 points, we have a winner, and it is Marcus.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. Thank you, Hannah, so much. Yeah, go ahead. So here is the shaker.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. Please enjoy all of our restaurants and cocktails. I'm sure they'll be on the menus. So thank you so much for hosting the contest. And I have extras for y'all to taste. Oh.
I have to ask, please, can I have some more?
Yes, it's right there in the shaker.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Like and share this video. See you next time. All right. And we are done. Congratulations. That was awesome. There you go.